Jim, you know, those French politicians who were for this ban were saying that this ban was put in place to try to equalize gender, to promote gender equality in France. But it seems as though this is likely to really send a really divisive note to the French public.
Well, it may be divisive, but I don't think it's too widespread in the sense that even in front of the courthouse this morning, there were far more international journalists than there were domestic journalists. The fact is, it has not caused a lot of excitement here in France. These two women were both fined. They were found guilty after a court hearing back in June. Basically, their case dates back to May, when in a very provocative way, they went wearing their niqabs to the mayor's office in a town called Meaux, to the east of Paris. In any case, they basically accomplished what they set out to do, which was to challenge the law. And when I sat down with Hind Awas earlier, here's the way she put it.
For me, this is the beginning of the process to launch an appeal and get the attention of the European Court of Human Rights to attack the French state. I need to have this fine so that I can undertake the necessary appeal process.
And so basically, this is exactly what the two women wanted. They wanted to be fined, and they want to get this before the European Human Rights Court. Manita?
Is there a sense that these women have been reported to say that, you know, every time they walk out of the house, they feel as though they're almost entering a war zone because they don't feel protected by society. They feel they are being attacked by French society anywhere they go. They can't even go to the corner shop to get some of the necessary food that they need. And they can't even get jobs if they want to. That said, is there a sense that this could also help the far-right movement in France?
Well, I think there is some evidence of that it could help the far-right movement. That's certainly a topic of discussion here. The question about women not being able to go out, basically it's a very small number of people that have been involved here. Since this ban went into place, there have been about 90 cases in which the police have stopped women wearing niqabs, and only about 10 of those have actually resulted in any kind of charges being laid. And this is the only one, that these two women are the only two that have in fact been brought entirely through the court process. So the law is there, but it's not being enforced necessarily. What the women are talking about is what the kind of thing they're getting from the public, which has to do with the kind of discrimination they may face because of the fact they wear a full face covering veil in a Western society like France.